Welcome to Beyond the Product, where we shine a spotlight on incredible Black entrepreneurs making moves and breaking boundaries in their fields. Our visionaries aren't just about the products they're selling. They're about the passion, the perseverance, and the journey that got them there. Let's hear their inspiring stories behind their drive to turn their dreams into reality as we go beyond the product.
So the name of the business is Sime Pepper. Sime is actually my grandmother's middle name. Her first name was Teresa. She was a really avid businesswoman in Cameroon, specifically Mamfe. So this is an homage to my maternal ancestry, basically, because my grandmother on my father's side was also a businesswoman that I didn't know. I never met her, but it's in my genes, so I figured why not just do it. So I turned the inspiration into reality when I realized that I didn't want to be in the corporate world full-time any longer. And I know that I have a gift that I'm ready to share, but I'm trying to push myself to do so. So this is a challenge on its own, but I'm figuring it out as I go. What obstacles have I faced? My shyness. I'm a very introverted person, so putting myself out there has been a thing for me. But I know God is with me and He's pushing me to do this for a reason. So I'm sticking with it. So Toya is, or the driving force behind Toya is my spice levels, right? I created this product in 3 spice levels. I have mild, medium, and hot. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a very spicy person, but also quiet at times. So the mild version is for those who want to try out pepper, like are not familiar with spicy at all. The medium version is you're getting to a level where you're about to get to the danger zone, but you're not ready yet. And then the hot is for people who are avid pepper eaters and want that extra spice level for their sauces. So they're all very smoky. They have a smoky taste to it, but each have a different level of habanero in it. So that's what makes the spice level. How did I come up with the flavors? I think it was just intrinsically in me. I like to smell spices. So whatever smell attracts me to it is what I use for this recipe. I love smoky paprika. So that's one ingredient that I love to have in this recipe. I got this smoked paprika from this African store online, actually. She just started her business. Other spices that I tend to use, well, the main ingredient is habanero peppers. I use a lot of other African spices that enhance the flavor to it, if that makes sense. So it's just about combining things that make sense with each other. How do I differentiate myself? I think I'm just me. Being me is what I think will sell because I'm just authentically myself. What you see is what you get. I can be introverted 1 second, the next second I'm very extroverted, and I think it showcases on the levels of spiciness here. I think I have a gift of giving, and this is my way to give back to folks who love food, as I'm a foodie as well. How do I stay motivated? I would say my family and friends keep me motivated. I think we're all in different phases in our lives where we are at an impasse on where we want to be. So having those conversations with each other and figuring out where we want to be in the next 5 years has really made me think about what my life should be in the future. And I know that I'm a great cook. I'm not being conceited, but I know that will take me far if I actually hone into that. So that's where I see myself going. Where do I see Sime Pepper? I want to see Sime Pepper in stores. I want to see this on the aisles from Walmart to Whole Foods. That's where I want to be. So yeah, that's where I see myself. The next 10 years, I'm going to be there. That's where I see it. I mean, right now is really difficult to source anything from Cameroon, if I'm being candid, because there's a civil war going on there, and I just want my people to be okay. But right now I source a lot of my ingredients from Asian stores. They have a lot of ingredients that we as Africans use as well, so I use that to my advantage. Whole Foods as well. Whole Foods is a good place for me to go when I want to get fresh ingredients that I know that are more organic than none. I try to stay away from the GMO ingredients. I like to use fresh things. I like to smell my things, and I like them to smell good. So it's that simple. So cooking for me is therapy. So when I start cooking, I typically have some sort of music on. And I start by just washing my ingredients, putting them in the broiler for a second. I like to have that burnt smell to it. So I put it in the broiler for about 5 minutes. And then I take it out, blend it, put it on the stove, let it boil out all that water, and then add some peanut or vegetable oil to it. And then add my special spices to it. I'm not going to tell you everything. And then let it simmer for a good 10-15 minutes so that that oil can soak in all the spices, and then the pepper paste itself can soak in all the spices. And then after that's done, I let it sit for about 5 minutes, let it cool down before I start jarring it, because I don't want any mishaps when it's hot. So I like to cool it down and then take my time to package it, make it look pretty so that, I can get money from people. Telling myself this as a young person, I would say trust yourself a little bit more and know that you're smarter and stronger than you think you are, and you can do it. Okay, so I make the hots a lot more because they're in hotter commodity, because a lot of my customers love the spicy level of it. I have a website that my brother created for me. Lionel, shout out, I love you. And yeah, you can go on there and get it, or my Instagram page. So you can find me on Instagram. I have a TikTok too, but Instagram is simes.pepper. So SIMES.pepper. And then I also have a website which is attached to my Instagram account, which is simespepper.com. So SIMES.pepper.com, and you can buy any flavor you want or any spice level you want from there. Or you can just direct message me on Instagram as well. I'm working on a couple things. I'm working on an ebook right now. In the near future, I will have some pop-up events to have some food tasting, so more to come. You never know where my pop-up events will be. Minneapolis for sure, but I'm trying to travel a lot more, so we'll see where that takes me. So I try to let the pepper sit for about 5 minutes to cool off before I start bottling it. And the bottle process is really simple, honestly. I just take a big spoon and just chug it in there as much as possible. It's messy, but it's okay. Just chug it in there. I try not to make it too full, because then that's too much in there. I want it to be at a place where I can put a little bit of oil so it can sit there and preserve it if you want to put it in the freezer. You see how that oil is just sitting at the top? That's how I like it. And then I'll clean that up, obviously, before I package it. So yeah, a couple scoops can fill this up. About 3 tablespoons of this fills this up. And then again, I like to add the oil. The oil too really tastes good because it's simmered in that salt and that pepper for a while, so it has that pepper flavor too. All right, and then I just wipe it off. And then label it. My brother actually made these labels. Junior, graphic designer. He was the creative on this. And then Lionel took the photos. for the website. So it's a family thing for sure. So I like to center it, and it's that simple. And then I'm just gonna show you how I close up this one. It's really easy, honestly. I found all this stuff on Amazon. Really easy to figure out. I'll put this one back here so you guys can see this. Thank you. So fairly easy. Just rub it around and we're good to go. Yay! My baby. Okay, I'm done. Oh God.
You're good.
Oh, that was a lot.
That was good.
Oh, okay. Is it good?
Yes.
You want me to redo anything?
No.
So number 2. Close the lid. Fairly easy. I like to make sure it's snug. Get one. I actually have the hot, medium, and what is the other one? The mild one too. The mild one is green. The mild is yellow. Medium is green and hot is red. And that also works with our Cameroonian flag. It's green, red, yellow. So it's an homage to my home heritage. It all comes full circle, I guess. Yeah, just do this. It's also therapeutic, I think. Just working with your hands. And we're good. Bingo. Ready for sale.
Yes.